The most discussed topic right now, today on YouTube, it changes day by day, of course, but it is the discussion of reprints. We all know that Prismatic Evolutions and Destined Rivals is already vintage, that we're never going to see a reprint again, and that those boxes are going to see $1,000 in the very, very short term. This is not clickbait, it's not rage bait. This is exactly what some people are saying. Now, with all of the news, positive news coming out from Pokemon, trying their best to supply us English collectors and investors with as much product as possible, people still don't give them the credit that they deserve. Are these new Pokemon sets being reprinted? Abso-freaking-lutely. I just got inspired. I watched Northwood's TCG's video, as well as Brian from Poke&E talking about his feelings of giving Prismatic Evolutions to Costco and the big box retailers, as that situation being good. I can speak on that really quick. I think it's a way to get more product out into the market, yes, but we all know how much of a disaster those releases are at Costco and Walmart. Man, people line up, and I thought it was already coming down. I thought this was already dying down, but people are lining up for the Prismatic drop in my city at Costco tonight, right? And it's just a booster bundle and a ETB, if I can remember correctly. And yeah, it looks good on paper that Pokemon is supplying these big box retailers with more product, but it doesn't do anything for the masses, right? These people are gonna go in, they're gonna grab 4, 6, 8, 10 of these boxes, and then what do? They just go on Facebook Marketplace, they go on OfferUp, and they flip it. Until we get that side of the Pokemon hobby under control, as time goes by, week on week, I'm just running out of options. I'm just slowly just admitting and realizing that this might be this current situation for quite some time. This might be the climate for the next year up until we see Generation 10 and the Megas, and I know I've told you guys multiple times that I think it's going to get better in Generation 10, and I hope giving Pokemon this much amount of time to reprint and get prepared for these up and coming sets. But until the flippers can't flip and the resellers can't resell and the rip and ships don't charge $20, $25 for a pack, until those things start to slow down or completely crash, we're not going to see anything get better. Like, everyone's talking about these reprints, right? The short printing of some of these newer sets, right? That this is it. Like, everyone is so fearful, and it even has the people that have been here in the hobby for quite some time, like myself and even some of my friends, starting to doubt their takes, right? They're starting to say, maybe we don't see another Destined Rivals reprint. Maybe we just see booster bundles and no booster boxes. Maybe we don't see a big Journey Together reprint. We're only going to see booster bundles and collection boxes. Now, am I going to bet on that? Absolutely not. It could be. Anything right now is on the table. Don't let someone on YouTube come up here and tell you guys that they know exactly what's going to happen. And I know there's a lot of people that are much bigger than me. They have allocations. They have way more behind the scenes information. Go off of what they say, but take it with a grain of salt. Just know that anything can happen. We don't know how these reprints are going to come. But short printing, I don't think that's gonna be the case, and especially how popular Pokemon is right now. I walk the tightrope in this. I walk the fence, the line every single day, thinking, does Pokemon care more about money, or do they care more about getting the product into as many people's hands as possible? And let me tell you why these are different. So when I say as many people's hands as possible, I'm talking about a giant correction to the market. Enough product to these big box retailers and to the LGSs so that they can have weeks, if not months, of the same product sitting there. And that does well for everybody, right? It does well for the kids. The kids get to pick stuff up because they're not pressured. The parents aren't pressured to grab a booster bundle right then and there, or grab a booster box right then and there. They have time to maybe save up for this booster box. They have time to look around and shop. And then if we take the other side of Pokemon just wants to capitalize on making as much money as possible, they can just go and reprint only the top sets, right? They can go reprint Prismatic Evolutions, 151. I know that's completely out of the realm for some people, but we still see small trickles of 151 here and there, right? We see the booster bundles popping up on those vending machines. Like, the vending machines are the biggest question mark, and there's going to be a lot of question marks coming into this next generation 10. I was just having a discussion with a couple of my friends saying that maybe Pokemon's long-term plan is to completely get rid of the LGS, completely get rid of these middlemen, right? With these vending machines, with potentially selling off to GameStop, right? We just don't know. I hope not, and I really, really doubt that. But again, anything is on the table, and that's why we have a comment section on YouTube, so we can bounce ideas off of each other. Does Pokemon just want to break off the normal beaten path and say, look, Journey Together, not that sought after of a set. Shrouded Fable, I know we got a little bit of a reprint here and there, but no one really wants any more of that stuff. Obsidian Flames, Paldea, it's a little too old. So let's just really dial in on Prismatic and Destined Rivals. I totally can see that happening. But then on the other hand, you have this whole other group of people fearful. And this is why we see these Destined Rivals booster boxes going for $350, $370. I think $370 was the last price, the last big price that I saw, right? I even got a question in one of my lives saying, do I think if we don't see a reprint, Destin can get to $1,000 in the next 2 years? I mean, I really, really hope not. I've been here before. We've been here before when it comes to these sets really hyperinflated and then them absolutely come crashing down after a big reprint. I mean, there's multiple sets that we can name, but I don't know. I think this time in this Pokemon cycle has been the most. This Pokemon cycle has been the most speculative. There's been the most rumors. There's been the most fake news, and it's just really tough. It's really tough as a Pokemon collector to, and this is why I am in Japanese and Korean and other simplified Chinese. I have a video coming on later on this week. But it makes me really not want to be a part of this English market. Everything doesn't have to be a fight. Everything doesn't have to be a speculative situation. I would love for the markets to know that, we've seen it in the past, that these booster boxes get reprinted and we're just going to follow the same path. But Pokemon didn't account for the madness that they're looking at right now. This is way worse than the COVID boom in 2020. By far, this we've never seen anything like this. But I'm betting always that Pokemon is going to continue the cycle, they're just gonna continue the same plan they've been doing for the past 20 plus years. So that's all I got for you guys. Let me know how you guys feel about the short printing. Are any of these sets being short printed? Is Destined Rival short printed, meaning that we're gonna see it's $1,000 overnight? Let me know that or anything in the comment section down below. Till tomorrow, peace out.